Welcome to the Pikes Peak Library District's Law Collections tutorial video on using Westlaw Searching. In this video, we'll look at how to search within the legal research database Westlaw. When you are in the database, the search bar is right here at the top. You can search citations, terms, databases, questions, really anything can go in here. One thing you want to first pay attention to, though, is your jurisdiction selection. And so right now it defaults to all federal, but if you click on that, then you're able to select up to three different jurisdictions to search at a time. So let's say I'm interested in Colorado laws. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck federal, check Colorado, but maybe I am interested in any related federal that might come up. So I will go ahead and check that there. After you run a search, you do have the ability to unselect jurisdictions and filter them out, so you can always keep that in mind if you find you get too many results. So I'll go ahead and click Save, and you see now I'm just going to be searching in Colorado, both state and federal. There is an advanced search option over here. That all gets covered in the tutorial video we have on Westlaw that gives the basic overview. So if you're interested in using that, please check out that video. So first, let's say we want to search for a specific title to see if Westlaw contains a specific secondary source. And so you can just begin typing the title out. I'm interested in the Colorado Practice Series. And so if I type it or start typing it, it'll start to suggest things for me. And so what I want is right there on top now. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And then it takes me to the page for that specific resource. And you'll see here all the different volumes of that secondary source set are listed here. And then you'll also notice that the search bar now has changed. So anything that I search right now is just going to be searched in the Colorado Practice Series. If I go into one of these specific volumes, now I would just be searching that specific volume because the search bar will change again. Another thing to note here are this chain of words here under the search bar. So this kind of just shows me where this resource is housed in the database. So that would also give me a sense if I wanted to browse for it, the path that I would follow by clicking through off of the home page. Okay, I'm going to go back now to the home page. So I will just go and click on the logo to do that. Now let's say I have the citation for a specific case that I want to pull up. And this would work with a case or a statute or a regulation, any kind of primary law. When searching cases, you don't even have to put in the party names. As long as you know the citation of where it sort of corresponds in the print environment, you can just enter in that chain of information. So I have a specific case here, 709 P2D 975. I can just hit enter. And now it has pulled up that specific case. So the 709 here in this citation, that is a volume number. So it's volume 709. P2D is the Pacific Reporter second edition. And then this case starts on page 975 of that volume. So that's essentially what that chain of information means. But now it has pulled up this specific case for me. All right, and then I'm going to go back home one more time and show you one more type of search that you might consider doing. And that would be similar to how you would search in any kind of search engine like Google, what we maybe would refer to as a natural language search. And so here I'm just going to enter a topic that I'm interested in. So I'm going to put in real estate foreclosure notice. Enter that search in. And now we get a mix of different types of sources. And so I have an overview page that would kind of bring out the highlights. It's defaulting right now onto the cases page, so all of the case law where those terms show up. Trial court orders, statutes and court rules, secondary sources, regulations. So a lot of different types of resources here. The numbers that, of course, that are here on the right. So this is letting me know that there are 420 cases that came up, or I have 155 statutes and court rules that came up. Um, so that gives you a sense of how many results that you have. So we already are on the cases page. And so I want to scroll down a little bit here on the left. So you can kind of see you can scroll on the right, but then if you go over here, you can scroll down on the left. And now you have some options here to narrow it down since 400 some results is kind of a lot to go through. So you can search within that result set if you want to add another term. I could open up this jurisdiction now, and let's say I want to get rid of the federal results. I only want to see Colorado, so I could go ahead and just check that. And that's going to limit me to just the Colorado cases. I can also put a date range in if I want to limit it. I want to only just see what's happened in the last little bit. I could do that. So you have a lot of different options here. If you're interested in a specific judge and how they've been ruling, you can also put in a judge's name there or an attorney or a law firm. So you have a lot of different options on how to narrow things down. Okay, one last thing to show. Let's just now go into the statutes. So let's say I want to see the statutes on this real estate foreclosure notice search. Oops, and I went into the wrong thing. There, now we can go on to statutes. So if I scroll down again on the left, my filters have changed a little bit. So I still have the jurisdiction filter, but content type is a little bit different. So if I was just interested in the court rules in this area, again, I could narrow it down to that. So depending on the document type that you're in, that will change what filters you have available. One last thing to always point out in these videos is you do have your document delivery options over here on the top right. So you see the little envelope. If you open that up by clicking on the down arrow, you can email, print, or download. So I can do that for both this list of results. I can also go into a specific document and just pull out that one document. So that's always an option as well. So this should give you just a very basic understanding of how to search in Westlaw and apply the filters to narrow things down. Please check out our other videos. There's one that gives a basic overview of the database, another on browsing, and then we also have one that is focused on case law research. So I hope this has been helpful, but if you do find you have questions, please reach out to us at the library. Thank you.